Yo, what we doing? Not Move Nation.
Mm,
It's your boy Jimmy back with my man Ja.
yeah,
And today we're gonna be breaking down UFC Fight Night 110. Not a crazy card, some interesting fights, but overall not a crazy card. It is coming off a bit of a letdown of UFC 321. Tom Aspinall getting freaking irate. That was irate. I was irate. Very sad. Sad scenes there. But that fight card, it started out hot momentum wise, like you know. Azamat getting a jab KO over Rakic, which I was like, dang, really? I guess Azamat's like that. And then, you know, Jaws boy Umar dominated, dominant fashion, like I
came
kind
back
of said.
from a knockdown.
Yeah, yeah. And then Mackenzie Dern just onslaught. Jade DeRoba really didn't look like she deserved to be in that ring. And then all for it to end and just devastating eye poke. I don't know, dirty stuff. I hope my man Tom gets back in there soon. Hope his eyes all right, man.
Oh,
That's someone with
gone.
eye problems, man.
Yep,
It's
and now
sad to
Gone is
see.
about to hit his fourth title fight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, but why?
Exactly. He's coming off like it, like he's fought both times he's fought for the or what was it, three? Yeah, three times he's fought for the championship. He only was close in one against Ngannou, and even then, like a guy with Ngannou, like he learned how to wrestle like a month before, and then was able to take Gun down and do what he did to him in the fifth round. Like I don't know,
Was he
man.
really close though? Because the judges didn't score it that he was close.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it was just close because like he was still standing in the fifth round. To be honest,
So he's like, he normally
it,
gets submitted with
it,
me
it was
being
it
better.
was a moral victory for him.
Yeah.
And then like he shouldn't have really even been in the position to begin with because he that win over Volkov was a robbery. His last fight.
Even still, before that, did he come off? Was he? Did he lose a fight before that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He lost
He
the
was 1-1
championship fight.
going to a championship fight.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely wild.
Still doesn't know how
But
to wrestle. I don't like Cyril Gahn. Like amazing
I
striker, amazing
amazing.
stand-up guy, amazing striker, kickboxing, everything like that. But oh my goodness, as an MMA
Yeah.
guy, no.
Yeah, I agree with you. Hopefully Tom can be in there soon, maybe like a February, early March Paramount card, maybe. I don't know. We
They're
still
definitely going to try to force him for a Paramount card.
yeah, yeah. We still haven't heard anything for the Ilya January card. We assume it's gonna be Ilya kicking off January, but we still don't have any confirmation on that. I've heard rumors swirling of Patty, I've heard rumors swirling of Gaethje. We don't know really which one it'll be, but it'll be probably one of those two.
And we know it's one of those two because Charles pulled out Max.
Mm-hmm.
Gamrot just fought, right?
Yeah, Gamrot just lost to
Gamrot just lost, so he's out
Charles.
of contention.
Yeah.
Um,
And Dan Hooker
what?
and Armon are fighting already.
Yeah, and Saruki in the Slayer.
Yeah. So
So now,
it's
yeah, it
Justin
has
or
to be one of
Patty.
those. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
Justin and Patty. Unless Justin and Patty fight and the winner of and the Sarukian wins, he gets the title shot.
yeah.
But then again, I don't know. Then we'll have to postpone it.
Yeah, who knows? And I don't know. I feel like Ilya is doing his McGregor thing, where he's gonna, if he beats this next guy, he's gonna try to get a boxing fight, and he's gonna try to make his money while he can. Which I don't know.
I mean, unless Islam accepts the fight and he moves up again, or Islam moves down.
Yeah, I don't see Ilya moving up to 170 though. I feel like Ilya would be an idiot to move up to 170. Ilya to fight Islam at 155, I feel like Islam smokes him, but Ilya would be dumb as a boxer rocks if he goes up to welterweight, bro. I don't see that happening.
He teased it before. He teased chasing Islam.
That's wild to me. That's so wild to me.
That's a big money fight. He wants a big money fight. He is.
Uh,
That's why he called out Patty. That's why he
Yeah,
doesn't mind fighting Max. He wants a big money fight. Islam
yeah.
is the biggest money fight he can get at this current moment, unless he fights Paddy Pimblett, which is the second biggest money fight he could get.
That is true. That is true. And Islam's on that November card, which is loaded, stacked, loaded to the git. Might be. I called the UFC 320 card the most loaded fight card of the year. That was because I didn't know like the entire like fight card of 322. 322 is like if you're a casual UFC fan, you should know 80% of these fighters, bro. Like it's nuts how many people
It's
they got on
Islam
this
versus
card.
who again? I didn't look at the card.
JDM, JDM.
Ew.
There, what? He's the
I don't like
welterweight
JD.
champion,
I
bro.
don't like. I know. I just don't like JD. Um,
Hey,
I
man,
keep forgetting that he is there as champion. I
no, yeah, it's
honestly like
a good fight, man.
welterweight in my mind is Islam and the rest of the crew. JDM doesn't pop up in my mind for some reason.
Mm, Islam just
Him or
got there,
below.
man.
It's him and below. Him and Bilal is just them. They're just there.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Like
Well,
they're
we'll break
good,
down that.
but
We'll break down that crazy New York card in 2 weeks. But for now, we gonna get it down on this Halloween night for this UFC 110 fight night. It's not the craziest, like I said before. There's a couple good fights, nothing like too standoffish. There's gonna be a couple good, like you might see a couple good flash KOs, a couple brawls, but more than that, it's just a bunch of prospects and like older. I don't know. It's not a mediocre card for sure.
yeah. So
For
let's
the
kick it
UFC
off.
diehards, you'll
Yeah,
watch it, but
for you UFC well, I like to call monkeys, UFC monkeys, junkies, whatever you want to call. This is a good card for you. For me, however, it's I would watch it, but I won't enjoy it unless something really good happens. I
I'll
mean,
highlight the ones that I'm gonna be like, hey, this is one to watch. I'll give you the lowdown.
I think Charles versus. No, I'll get to it. But first things first, you have Talia versus Tatia. I'm sorry, versus Henry. I
Hmm.
don't know if I said their name right. Both are Brazilian fighters. Both coming off a win. ESPN is saying they're both coming off a win. Um, Henry is the bigger fighter in terms of height, weight, height, reach, leg reach, everything. She's the bigger fighter. However, I don't think she's the better grappler. I think on the feet she may has a chance, but I think if the fight goes to the ground, rather I don't think they're far apart. I think she's just not as close. It's not close as people may think, and I think unless it stays on the feet, which is her best chance to win, she loses this fight.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. Alan Carr is the better grappler for sure, but if it she has struggled on the feet in her past fights. Like it's nothing crazy. She does also gas, so like look out for that. But honestly, this is gonna probably be a dog or pass fight for me. Honestly, you keep it with Tatia on the feet, or you go Alan Carr on the ground. Either way, it's this isn't like a crazy fight. I could see probably 29-28 decision, whichever way this fight goes. It'll be either Alan Carr on the ground getting her way or Tatia on the feet stopping the takedowns and stuff. But I think Alan Carr or Tatia doesn't have the greatest takedown defense, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Alan Carr definitely has the advantage here.
Yeah. But- So moving on to the next fight, it is going to be my fault. Phil Rowe. Hey, I know him. I don't know why I always forget his name. Phil Rowe versus KO. I'm sorry for not pronouncing it correct. Your first name correctly. It's Seneku. I'm sorry. But how I look at it is Phil Rowe's the underdog going into this fight. Right?
Hmm.
Phil Rowe's the underdog. He's bigger. He's bigger. He's the overall bigger guy. I think he has stronger punch power. I honestly I don't know much about KO to say he's better on the ground. Honestly, I don't. I see Phil Rowe winning, but however, I wouldn't put like too much stock in it.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I like Phil Rowe in this spot. This is one of those like get to know fights. This is one of the ones I would watch. Shan Young Ko is aggressive, pushes the pace. He is really good on the ground. He'll try to get you to the ground. He's okay at striking as well. But like you said, Phil Rowe's the longer of the two fighters. He likes to stay on the outside, keep himself back from range. He's really good managing distance, and I feel like he has good get ups too. So if this stays on the feet, I feel like Ko will probably gas out soon, probably like round two, round three, and I like I like Phil Rowe to hang in there and show off his skills. He's been like Phil Rowe's been in there with guys on higher levels than what Ko has been in there on. Ko's kind of like he fought lesser comp than what Phil Rowe has. Phil Rowe's fought who was it? I believe it was Jake Matthews and oh, what's his name? Neil Magny. He fought
Yeah,
both of the
now
yeah, yeah. So like he's been in there with better guys, and I feel like that experience against the better comp is gonna help him out, lend him in this fight, and beat a rising star in Sean Young Ko. I feel like this isn't a spot to give up on Ko, but I think this is a bit too early for the man to beat this guy.
Mm. Next, we have Elise versus Montserrat. I'm pretty sure I said her name wrong. Miss
Is it Ruiz?
Ruiz. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ruiz.
Ruiz. Yeah,
Miss
yeah, yeah.
Ruiz. Um, Looking at these two fighters, I think Ruiz's best chance to win is going to decision by stalling out and going to decision. But I think Elise is just a better overall fighter. I just do.
Hmm.
I just think Elise is gonna have her way in this fight. She may get a takedown. I don't. I mean, on the ground, I probably will give it to Maurice, but overall, I think it's Alice, and I'm gonna go Alice.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Ruiz is she's had some hard like matchups recently. She got matched up against three great Brazilian grapplers and strikers in her last three fights. Like Lemos smoked her. Who was it before that? It was Amarim after that, smoked her, and then Edward Mora. I can't Edwara Mora. I never get her name right. But yeah, she's had those three just insane Brazilian fighters just bang bang bang, just all take her out back to back to back, and it could be another chance for Ardeline to do the same thing. Ardeline's definitely the better striker in this fight, but I mean, if you go Ruiz here, you got to hope that she gets it on the ground and able to stall out. But every fight starts on the feet, and like as long as, and I don't think Ardeline's like a slouch on the ground by no means. She's so I feel like she's okay in that area as long as she doesn't get stuck in some stupid position. That she definitely has the advantage. I would probably go Ardeline here. But with these crazy women's favorites, like you never know with these women's fights, man. It's all up in the air.
Nah, it's definitely always open there. Like the women's fights are typically more competitive than they look on paper.
Hmm.
Speaking of look better on paper, speaking of it, you have Caitlyn versus Norma.
Hmm.
Honestly, this is decision through and through. While I see Caitlyn has some finishing potential, Norma really doesn't. Norma may catch you in a submission, but typically she's going to take it to decision.
Hmm.
She is the Norma is right now the smaller. She's smaller in height. She has the smaller reach, smaller like she's just overall not the bigger fighter.
Hmm.
I think this game is just similar. I think Caitlyn's defense, her grappling defense is better than Norma's offense is, but I think Norma's also a better offensive wrestler than Caitlyn would be. I see that Caitlyn's the underdog. I don't see why. I think that she should be favored, as I feel like there's more she could do to Norma than what Norma can do to her. But that I'm gonna go Caitlyn.
See, I feel like Caitlin's the underdog just because she kind of just stalls out a little bit. She doesn't throw like Norma. You know what you're gonna get with Norma. She's on a 5-fight win streak and she's gonna come out aggressive. Is she as good as Caitlin on the ground? No, but Caitlin kind of like stalls on the ground. She doesn't really look for finishes. She's okay with just chilling there. And Norma is like an aggressive, one of those aggressive fighters. She wants to move up the rank. She's been like she's won 8 of her last 9, like I said, on that 5-fight win streak. And if you're looking for like someone to like show out in this fight, like who's going to put more out, like more output, it's going to be Norma Dumont. If this goes to decision, I feel like Norma's going to get it. But like you said, like Caitlin's got the ground advantage, and I feel like if all she has to do is just flip a sub, like she normally like there are spots where she can get it, she just doesn't go for it. And I feel like if she goes for it, this one she's going to get it. So I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna lay with the dog. I'm gonna go with the more experienced Caitlin Vieira here.
The thing is though, Norma gets she gets there. She's very aggressive. She just doesn't finish his fights,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
which I think that's the problem. Where I think to win this, she's gonna have to really go for the finish. Yeah, she's aggressive, but she doesn't go for her finishes as much as she should, and
Hmm.
that's where I think is going to be her downfall in fights like this. Next, we have Dante Johnson versus Dumas.
Hmm.
Dante Johnson is debuting his first fight. Dumas last fight was a no contest. Dumas is the overall bigger fighter.
Hmm.
Overall bigger fighter overall. And Dante is either going to not from he's I don't know too much about him. I just know he has a lot of finishing potential.
Hmm.
He has a lot of finishing potential. I don't know if I know he's going to come in very aggressive, try to be very aggressive. What I think Dumas is gonna have to do to counteract that is be a grappler, more defensive grapple, try to hug him against the cage, have like pretty much of a more of a boring fight to just stall him out and tire him out. Where I think if you go 3 rounds, it's gonna be Dumas, but if it doesn't, Dante wins.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Shadriq definitely has the advantage on the ground. He's the bigger guy, like you said. He's more experienced wrestler. But Dante coming down from heavyweight to middleweight, this is, I feel like he's just gonna have the power advantage over him. I think he's faster. Cedric's, oh, you never really know where Cedric's head is at with all the stuff he's got going on outside the cage. Um, I think this is either a Dante Johnson win in round one by KO, or like you said, Cedric finds a way to stall him out. I like your analysis right there. I'm all right with you, but I'm gonna take Dante Johnson on the round one KO for this one.
Next is Timmy Kambana versus
Wamba.
Shanago Lee,
Yeah.
where Shanago Lee is the no, I apologize. Timmy's the bigger fighter. He's one
Hmm.
inch taller. He has the longer reach. He has a longer leg reach. He's the more lengthier fighter. And the way I see it is, I think Timmy wins for the simple fact that he's the bigger fighter. He has the finishing potential. He has the finishing potential. He's pretty good at grappling, especially with his defense. And I think he's the better grappler. So with that, I think Timmy has more ways to win than Lee does. So that's why I'm rolling with Timmy.
Yeah, in similar fashion, like in the co fight, like this is kind of like a different mirror version of that one. Um, Timmy's coming down. This is his first time at 135. Chang Ho Lee is normally a guy who pushes the pace and is going to try to grapple with you, but I feel like this is a spot for Timmy to shine, man. I feel like as long as Timmy can survive the grappling, which I mean, I think he can, and I think he's also just as good on the ground as Chang Ho Lee. I feel like this is a spot where Timmy finally found his weight class because he started at 155, then went down to 145 where he spent most of his career, and now he's debuting at 135. I think that he's finally found his spot where, and with him being the bigger guy, I feel like he's gonna have like uh, an advantage with the striking, with the range and stuff, and he knows how to use it pretty well. So I'm with you. I'm going with Kawamba.
Next is Billy versus Kevin Christian. Kevin Christian is ooh, in terms of he towers over him.
6'5", he's huge,
Six
bro.
seven, six
Six
seven,
seven.
reach it,
Oh my
six
god.
seven with a reach of 80. He just towers him. He towers over him.
Gee.
He towers over him. He has finisher potential. He has finisher potential, but that's pretty much it. He doesn't really go to decision that much.
Hmm.
Grappling, I say they're pretty much even in terms of grappling. And I think for Billy's best chance to win is just tire him out. The guy is bigger than you. He has a longer reach than you. I think you have to get him inside. He has to get inside of him, wrestle with him. I think he's gonna have to actually push him, get Christian tired. That's gonna be a goal. Wrestle with him, make him move, make him have to chase you chase you around the ring. Yes, I know it's gonna be harder because of the reach, but you have to get inside and get out. Get inside, get out. Wrestle with him, get out. Don't let him use his reach to his advantage, his size to the advantage. And I think that's the way Billy can win.
Yeah, listen, Billy Ellicott participated in one of the worst UFC fights that I think I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Him versus Ibo Aslan was absolutely terrible. Kevin Christian, he's like if you look at his fight history, like he started in like 2016, 2017, and he took like 5 years, and now he's coming back. Um, I don't care. I'm going with Kevin Christian just because I can't. Billy Elicana just doesn't do anything in there, man. He just leg kick and then he just stands there with his hands. Maybe throws a jab. He just doesn't move, doesn't do anything. Either Kevin Christian goes out there and KOs him in the first round, or he goes out there, gasses out and dies. I'm going with the guy who's going to put his heart on the line. I'm going with Kevin Christian.
And that's the reason why I'm not picking Christian because if Billy actually does move and makes him chase him and do all the things I said for him to do,
Hmm.
it's easier for him to win because Kevin's going to gas himself out. He's going to throw more. He's going to.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why you have to grapple him. You have to make him exhaust all that energy. Round one, make him result all that haymaker energy where he's throwing them haymakers that's catching you. Round
yeah.
two is where you try to run around. May not throw as much punches as him, but you run around. Don't let him connect too much. In round three, you just take him away. You conserve your energy for round three. That's what I see, and I think that's what he could do, and he could get the win from that. Next is Allen versus Cody. Honestly, I'm sorry. Next is now we're moving on to the main card. Next is Allen
Hmm.
versus Cody. Yep, Allen versus Cody. Allen has more of a finishing potential. I wouldn't say finishing potential. But he has more of a potential to finish in terms of being on the ground. Submission, he has more ways to win in that regard. Now, looking back at that, I don't know if he's going to be able to take Cody down and submit Cody because I think Cody is a very good grappler. I think Cody is a good grappler, decent grappler. However, I don't see Cody winning this. I think I see this going to decision, but I don't see Cody winning this for the fact that I think Allen's going to just he's gonna he's just gonna do something. He's not gonna get to the ground as much. Cody isn't gonna be able to wrestle with him. And I think if Cody's not being able to wrestle with him, it's gonna be hard for him to win this fight. Plus he's coming off a loss. And a lot of guys press when they come off a loss, try to get people out there early. Especially he's on the main card, his eyes on him, he's gonna try to look for a finish. I think he's gonna gas out early.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I've been a fan of Cody Durden. I like him. He's a great grappler. I feel like his main skill is the grappling, but Nascimento is just a different level. I don't think it's going to be a decision. I think Nascimento finds a sub and he finds it early, just
Mm,
because I think Nascimento is just a different level of grappler than Cody Durden. And like I said, I like Durden. It's just he's just had a rough go at it as of late. Nascimento is just kind of like a rising star. I feel like he's really good on the feet as well. He's not like a one trick pony either. But when it comes to the grappling, Nascimento is just levels above Durden.
interesting. Next is Charles Radicate versus Daniel Funza.
Hmm.
Honestly, this is the fight I think to watch. Even though they both come off a loss,
No, this
I
is
think
a
this is
fun
a
fight.
yeah, this is a fun fight to watch because you're either going to get two guys who's giving it all for 3 rounds, or you're going to get a knockout. It's just that simple. You're not going to see too much takedowns. Both of these guys primarily don't go to the ground that much. It's
Hmm.
just going to be a strike fest. Now we have had instances where we have two guys who are strikers who take it to the ground. I don't see this being it. I see this being a fight, and I see Daniel winning by knockout, and if not, I see Charles winning by decision.
Mm. I'm gonna have to go against you, man. I think I'm going with Chuck Buffalo, man. Chuck Buffalo, he gonna knock out Funza, bro. I just
Mm,
see it. I think both of them incredibly talented strikers. Chuck definitely has the advantage on the ground, but he just never uses it for some reason. I don't know. He wants to get paid. He knows how to. Dana likes it in the UFC. You go out there, you style on your opponent with the strikes. He knows what he wants. He knows what the boss likes to see. So I'm a fan of Chuck. I think Fuenza's an incredible striker. It's just like every time he walks someone down, his hands are at his like hips, bro. He never has his hands high. So I feel like if Chuck can just wade this through the storm, which I mean, it's kind of it's that's asking a lot. His chin's been tested a couple of times and he's kind of failed a couple of times. But Fuenza doesn't have a crazy chin either. I feel like this is like you said, it's KO or bust, and I'm going with Radke on this one.
interesting. Next is Isaac versus Yadir. This fight, honestly, I think so. With this fight, I think on the feet, Yadir is not better. I think Yadir is the better grappler. Isaac is the better on the feet. However, I do think Isaac can get a flash submission in there. As to where Yardir is more or less going to just hold him down and try to pound him ground on the floor. He's not really going to go for submissions. He doesn't primarily go for submissions like that. But I think Isaac can get it done because I think Yardir is going to press, probably get a submission, and then Isaac is just going to out grapple him on the ground. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I like Isaac in this spot early. It's just if Yadir can outweigh the storm and get it into like late round two, but round three, Yadir's chances go up. It's just Isaac's onslaught of his grappling from the jump is incredible. He's crazy on the ground. I like Isaac on the ground a lot more than I like Yadir on the ground. If I was to pick a side, maybe Isaac by ground and pound early one or two, but because if you look at Isaac's past couple fights, he just throws like five submissions, but he doesn't do any ground and pound. So maybe he learns from that and he actually throws strikes while he's on the ground instead of throwing submissions. Because like once he's doing all those submissions, he tends to gas out, and that kind of leaves the opening for Yadir later on in the fight. So if he doesn't adapt to that and he doesn't like throw strikes and instead of tries to submit you, then I think Yadir has a path, but I'm
I
going with
think
the.
Yadir is a better grappler on the feet, but I think Isaac is better grappler on the ground.
I feel you, like in the clinch. Yeah, yeah. I can
Yeah,
see that. I can see that. I'm going chalk. I'm going with Isaac in probably like round one or round two.
I got it around three sub, around three
Mm,
sub. Isaac, I think Yadir tries to go for something. Yeah, Isaac tries to jump a guillotine or flips it over and then puts him in a submission. And tries his money of like seven submission attempts and gets it done.
I feel you. I feel you.
And Yadir's problem is when he gets him to the ground, he doesn't go for submissions enough. He tries to go more ground and pound. Where I think in a
Yeah.
fight like this, you need to jump a submission. You need to. If you're getting to the ground, you got to try something.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Next is Jeremiah Wells versus Timbo. Timoba
Garimbo, yeah.
Garambo.
Yeah, Garimbo.
Yeah. Both coming off a loss. Oh, it's from Zimbabwe. Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, Timoba is the bigger fighter. He's big about height. He's big about virtually everything.
hmm
Um, the way I look at this fight is, I see this going to decision. Decision. I mean, Jeremiah Wells has the ability, capability of not getting a knockout. They both are good grapplers. I think T-Mobile is a better grappler. She also is going to shoot more, which I think which is going to enable him to take it down more. Also, he's better takedown defense. He's a better defender to takedown. I think that's just going to help him out there, where he's going to reverse a couple takedowns. Is going to be points based. He's going to get more points. He's going to be more active on the ground. But if Jeremiah Loves get him to stand up and stands up with an entire fight, it's nothing T-Mobile could do, in my opinion.
See, this fight's hard for me because Guerrero's going through like so many things out of the cage. Like he's got so much stuff going on outside the octagon that I don't know where his head's at. Jeremiah Wells is like 38, 39. He's up there in age, and I feel like Guerrero can touch him up on the feet. uh I feel like we've seen where
Really?
Garimbo's yeah, yeah, yeah. We've seen where Garimbo's problem is on the ground. Because that's where Luke kind of exposed him. Luke subbed him in round one, and that was like a well, Luke's also an incredible grappler,
Yeah, I
and
was about to say that's
I don't think
one.
Jeremiah Wells is nearly as like not even 10 times like nowhere near that Luke level of grappler. But it's just I just don't see I don't know where Grimbo's head's at. So with that, I got to go on the old dog here, but I don't like it. I'm probably not going to bet this fight. I'm probably just going to watch and see the madness that happens, but I don't know. This one's up in the air
And
for me.
man, like I said about Americans, most of them can't wrestle. Moving on to the next fight, you have Waldo. I might just pick him because his name. But you got Waldo versus Auntie.
hmm
Waldo's coming off a loss, even though he's the number six heavyweight. He's coming off a loss. He doesn't. I mean, Auntie has better finishing capabilities.
hmm
I think Waldo's a better grappler.
Nah.
Honestly, I think he is. I'm not. This is a toss up, to be honest, but I'm going Waldo for some fact of his name. Waldo.
The
I'm going Waldo
name,
Cortez. Yes, it's
yeah,
the name.
the name pick. I mean, you got it right earlier with the Orochi Ling a couple of cars ago. So hey, maybe he pulls it off again. Um, I also kind of like Waldo in the spot just because I think Waldo's a more athletic guy. He's a better striker in my opinion. He's moves around very well. My worry is Auntie is just gonna pressure with wrestling. Like Delicious is gonna pressure with wrestling a lot, and Waldo is not that great on the ground. Like we've seen in his earlier fights, when he's on the ground, he just kind of sucks. He doesn't really move too well on the ground. And if this it's with the small cage, it kind of worries me a bit that uh Auntie's just gonna pressure like put him his back against the cage and take him down every time. But I have faith that Waldo can find his way out, weasel his way out, and get it. Probably a decision. I think a decision. I don't think no one's getting knocked out here, but I could be wrong. And you never know with heavyweights. But I just feel like the heavy favorite on Deligia after just one win over Tybora is a little bit crazy. But Ante Delicious been around. He's been crazy in Bellator, done his time over there, got his first win in UFC. He's out of the Aspinall gym, so maybe that's why people are hyping him up a lot too. He trains with the champ, so I don't know. I'm going with Waldo though, just because Tom said he will vacate if Delizia wants to fight for the belt. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Tom vacate. I want to see Tom fight. So just for the simple fact that I want Tom to keep rolling, I'm going with Waldo.
Next is the main event: Steve Garcia versus David Onamola.
Oh
I'm going
no.
Steve Garcia by knockout. I
Mm.
just I just see a flash knockout happening. It may come later in the second round, late second round, probably early third. But I just see a flash knockout happening in this one.
Yeah, this is a knockout fight. This is one of the crazier fights we that it's on the card. Someone's getting knocked out here. I think I'm going with Onama though. I'm gonna go against you,
Mm.
man. I think Onama's a crisper boxer. He's got faster hands. And we've seen Garcia get wobbled and knocked down before. He has battled back. Don't get me wrong, he has battled back. But I just think Onama is uh better with the hands, and I think he's better on the ground too. So if he knocks him down, he's just gonna jump on him and probably ground and pound or find his way to a sub. I like Onama in this spot to beat Garcia.
That's interesting. Normally I go with that. And hey, man, we switched spots for today. I went with more favorites than you. It's interesting. But
Hey man.
hey man. Uh, anything else you want to touch on?
Nah, we got another fight night card next week, I think, and then I think after that it's either a break or it's the I can't remember exactly when the crazy 322 fight card is. It's either in 3 weeks or a month from now. No, it's either in two weeks or 3 weeks. I can't remember off the top of my head. But there is a crazy fight card coming soon. Another fight night next week. So we there's still some
It's
fights
after
rolling
next
off.
week.
It's after next. Oh. So 2 weeks,
Yeah.
we got a banger coming for you,
Valero on the prelims?
bro. There's some
Roman
bro.
on the prelims?
Look at all those guys, bro. You're like a I wouldn't say you're a casual fan, but you're not like a like a every match watcher, right? How many of those
Nah.
guys do you know?
So I'm gonna start from the early prelims.
Just count it out, because I'm telling you, like if you're a casual UFC fan, you should know at least 75 to 80% of these fighters, man. I'm telling these guys.
Tracy Card Chasey's on him. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, this fight card is
Versus
loaded to the
Bennett St.
gills.
Bennett
Benoit
versus
Saint,
oh, that's a
that's
prelim
on the
match.
prelims. Yeah, Beneil versus
Leon versus Carlos. Hold on.
yeah, bro.
Bo
Is
Nickel returning back to fight.
mm,
Guerrero. Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. Oh my goodness. Wait, Lee versus Shevchenko. Oh my
yeah,
god.
that I'm telling you, bro. What they're bringing to Madison Square Garden in 2 weeks' time is
How much
straight
are the
flight,
how
straight
much are
flight.
the
They're gonna burn down
tickets?
New York.
How much are the tickets?
Shit, I'm gonna have to sell my whole system, my whole house to get in there, bro.
Really? Is that much? Trying to see right
Nah,
now.
probably not my whole house, but probably at least a
Oh,
band.
I'm looking right
Probably.
now.
Well, I mean, shout out the sponsors, shout out
Ooh.
all the people helping us out behind the scenes. Shout out the boy Tinez behind the glass producing this thing. Shout out the sponsors, BetUS, Walmart, MLB Shop, NFL Shop, MyBookie.ag. Go to the not move dash shop .fourthwall.com. Check out that. That's where we got all the merch. If you scroll down, you can get the links to all of our sponsors and use our codes on their sites and stuff. Get you the deals on all the spots. I think that's about it for me, Joe. You got anything? You got any final words for the people?
Nothing really. Just shout out to everybody and not move. Everybody included. That's from everybody from the people that you don't see to the people to the people that's on these panels every week, man. Just shout out to everybody and not move. And yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I gotta say.
All right. Ha- Happy Halloween, people. Keep it safe.
Not moved
All
out.
right.
This non casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.